Well, good morning. It's another very early morning here at Riviera in Coomera. We've just sparked a flame in Lafay behind me, which is a 2022 Riviera 575 SUV, and we're about to start the trip north to our new home in Bundaberg. Come along for a ride. I hope you enjoy a little bit of an insight into a delivery trip from Coomera on the Gold Coast up to Bundaberg. As you can see behind me, the sun's just poking its head up now. It's just past 6:30, so we're 2 hours into the trip and we're in the middle of Moreton Bay. We've made great progress this morning. The weather's beautiful. We're heading out through Moreton Bay now towards Tangalooma, and then take our head out the front and head to the next headland. Now that we're in Moreton Bay, we've got a little bit more time to have a chat about this particular boat and the family buying this boat. A very special family to us. In their family, this will make it the third Riviera SUV. So they have a 505 SUV, they've got a 525 SUV, and have now just purchased this 2022 575 SUV. We're just inside the Wide Bay Bar now on the inside of Fraser Island. A little bit of a swelly ride up, so there wasn't much filming to be done. We're inside the bar nice and safely, and it's completely glassed out on the sandy straights, so we've got a beautiful run right up until the Sheridan flats. So it's very important to remember whenever you're talking about the White Bay Bar, whether you're crossing it in or out, no matter how recent you've crossed the bar, always make contact with Coast Guard Tinkham Bay. They'll send you a text message with the latest waypoints. You can put them in your map, delete the old ones, and that way you know you're following the most up-to-date information when it comes to the waypoints entering or leaving the bar.
So today Sam and I have brought this 575 up from the Gold Coast, and we're just coming up to the Sheridan flats, which causes some people some trouble from time to time. I'm going to use the Garmin designated track line, but one of the things you must notice around here is they do move the markers from time to time, and it may not match the charts. So we thought we'd put the drone up and have a look at the clarity of the water while we go through. Obviously there's a couple points. It's the first and second red that causes everyone the trouble. There's two humps. So if you cut the red a bit tight, sometimes it comes off a bit there and you'll get caught. So at the moment I'm sitting in the middle. I'm off the very, very far edge of the red, which actually on this chart is putting me on the shallow water at the moment. But I've still got 2.2 metres of water. So I've just gone around the first red. I've still got 2.2 metres of water, so that's fantastic. I've used my usual local knowledge aspect of how much water across the banks, and I've got about a 2.8 metre tide as well. So far we're going very nicely, but I can see in front of us a bit of a shoal coming up, and that's where the trouble starts, in the shoals. You can see where I started here. I swam quite wide. It actually turned out to be 3 metres of water all the way through this corner. About the red there, if you cut this red, that's where the trouble starts. And it's the second red down here, there's quite a shoal there. So I've had about 2.8 as my lowest spot so far, and I'm back on the designated Garmin line. So we'll see how it works out, this little red coming up. So I've just come past the red there, and there's a shoal just here. It's about to rise up, you'll see. So I'm just going to drop the boat into one engine, just to take the power off, lift the bum up a little bit. So if we have any trouble, we'll scoot across easier, and I'm going slower, which will reduce any problems with damage. So 1.6, 1.7. It's looking pretty good so far. Now it's starting to show up a bit. So I'm nearly over it. See the ripple lines right under me now. I've only got one engine in gear. I'm going very slow. We've passed the red, and you can see it dropping back off. That's the toughest bit of the Sheridan Flats navigated. So we're about 1 hour out of Bundaberg now. The owners will be there and waiting for their new 575 to arrive. We're going to pull up just short, give it a hose down, give it a wipe up, make sure it's nice and shiny and presentable for when they see her come in the marina.
here to Bundaberg, just slowed up, following the channel markers in. It's just about to crack 2 p.m. and that makes it a 9.5 hour trip from Coomera on the Gold Coast up to Bundaberg.
Yeah, Sam, thanks guys for bringing the boat up for us. And yeah, we're really happy to have our new 575 following 6 years on our 525 where we built a lot of happy memories, and this is just going to be that little bit more comfortable, a little bit more room, and a bonus a little bit faster.
This is where I'm going to leave the video, guys. I'm going to keep chamois, put the covers on, pack the boat up, then hit the road back down to the Gold Coast. I've enjoyed filming along this trip and showing you what it's like when we deliver the boat from the Gold Coast up here to Bundaberg to some excited new owners. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please hit the subscribe button down below, give it a like, a comment, and share it amongst your friends. It really helps the algorithm. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.